What's up, everyone? It's our 12th podcast. This is the bearded Christmas party, and I got glitter everywhere. Oh my goodness, I can't, son. Stop! I got glitter all over me. I'm gonna wipe it all on this Clippers crap.
Yo, son.
Anyways, we're really excited to have you guys here this week. Before we get started, we want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Polk Technology Solutions. Get a website, get online, get found. Whether it's iPhone, Android, computer, MacBook, tablet,
glitter
business, glitter, he's got your back. He's the glitter police. He doesn't allow that glitter stuff going around.
When he fixes your computer, he puts glitter everywhere.
Nope, he takes all the glitter out. He takes all the glitter out from the glitter fairy, and he takes care of it. So we want to go ahead and jump into our topics.
As you can see before we start, I'm on this side, he's on this side, table sideways, still got the tree. So when I start leaning back and everything, I might put my arm right here.
It's because he likes me.
Might turn sideways.
It's because he thinks I'm
Might
cute.
look at you.
Well, we just got a bunch of changes coming. So, Alright, and let's go ahead and get into our topics this week.
Gee golly though, before we start, what is that in your fingers?
This is a pop socket. Hold the phone like this. Hold it like this. Just hold it like this. Hold it like you would hold a regular phone.
I can hold it?
You can hold it. Alright, now doesn't that just...
Always dropping my phone. Always.
It's because you don't have a tight grip on it, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so here,
can't do it.
Let me help you out. This is a pop socket. Now slide your finger right in there. There you go. Oh boy. Yeah, revolutionary, right? Changes your life, right?
It's like the NFL guys with their gloves.
Yeah, literally. You just go like this all day and it's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere.
Des would never drop this.
Des would never drop it. You would never have to realize if he caught it or not.
So what are these?
They're
Sockers?
You're so old. It's a pop socket.
Pop socket.
Yeah, like a socket.
Wow.
And they come in different shapes inside. Not different shapes, just different colors. This one is Galaxy. That's
Nebula.
That's all right. And this one is the coolest. It's Lieutenant Stormtrooper. It's pretty
Neato.
legit. They also have for the sports fans, baseballs, footballs, soccers, basketballs, but they neato. But
so what kind of things can you do with it besides hold it?
you can set your fantasy lineup. You can go ahead and hold it just like this and watch your TV shows or your NFL games on it. But wait, there's more. If you go ahead and go to the link right below in the description box or in this little area right here.
Where?
Right here. You won't see it. You
I can't see it.
You can't see it.
They can
If
see
you
it.
go to the link in the description box below, they have a discounted price. Instead of them being $10, if you click on our link for a limited time only, they're $8.
I don't know how I knew that.
Because you're smart. They're $8. I mean you can't get a better deal than that. So, check out Pop Sockets. Check out Pop Sockets. Check out the affiliated link below, and let's go ahead and get into our topics this week. We got our Fantasy Stardom Situm. We got our Pick 6. We got our Word of the Day. We have our updated Super Bowl predictions.
Yep.
We got Deflategate Part 2. Thank you, Giants in Dallas. Why is everyone picking on Pryor? Not Calvin Pryor.
Not Richard Pryor.
Not Richard Pryor.
Terrell.
But Terrell Pryor III.
Picking on that name.
Could Matt Barkley be a starter for Chicago forever?
Endeavor.
No. Soccer stuff, because everyone loves to talk about soccer stuff.
Soccer stuff.
Fisher is gone. Jeff Fisher is out of here. So who else is on the hot seat? And we have some potential giveaway news. All right, that was weird. So let's go ahead and get it started. Why is everyone picking on Terrell Pryor?
He's trash.
That's mean. That's literally you picking on him.
I really don't know. I mean, realistically, I think he's had one bad game this week.
Yeah, one bad game and it was just
Drop your pop socket.
I dropped my pop socket, you guys. I'm sorry.
So
it's because I slid it off the table.
Everybody's picking on the man. Janoris Jenkins picked on him.
He's a good guy. He's a real good guy. I follow him on Instagram, and he's a real nice guy.
He looks like a nice guy. He was a nice guy to Janoris Jenkins, even after he called him a poop eater.
Way to go, Janoris Jenkins.
Explicit.
That's a real hurtful word. A poop
He
eater.
said poop eater, but he used the explicit word.
I don't get it. Nope.
I'm not gonna say it.
Nope.
Yeah, he called him a poop eater.
I think Terrell Pryor needs to get out of Cleveland. If he wants to continue to have a successful career, I think he needs to get out of it.
Because he's a legitimate receiver now.
He is. He's a really good receiver.
Legit.
Legit. No. He's too legit to quit.
He is too legit to quit because he is a really good receiver. Why are people picking on him? What's your take on this?
Too legit to quit. I think he's legit. I think he just needs to get out of Cleveland now.
But why are people picking on him?
Because he's better than what people expected him to be.
So I think it's because they're scared to get exposed.
Yeah.
So they're like,
so then once
I better get in his head.
Once he quote unquote has somewhat of a bad game.
Oh man, I knew he was.
He's trash. He's
Quiet, Pac-Man. You're not even a Hall of Famer. What are you talking about?
Pac-Man Jones is trash. That's where that conversation went. Sorry, I'm dusting the glitter off my shoulder. Pulling a Jay-Z. Could Matt Barkley be a starter?
I believe so. He's had not good games, but not great games. If you give him an off-season to practice, if you give him some gelling time, they're not going to have Jeffrey next year. So
no, that's the thing. Is I feel like he's going to get his chance to start, and then next year's going to come around, and he's going to have a really bad year, and they're going to end up doing something.
I think that he could be a legitimate starter. Like I said, though, it's going to take the off season with some extra practice and everything. But I think so.
I don't know. I think they need to. Matt Barkley's also getting up there in age too. He's got to be at least 30 now. He left college 6 years ago with USC. Maybe did he leave before or after Mark Sanchez?
After.
So he's probably been in the league for about 4 years. If he left at 22, he's at 26 right now.
He's still a young man.
Young man. He's still a young man. He might have potential. He might have some potential.
I think he does. Matt, I believe in you. If you're watching this, I hope you are watching this. If
Yeah,
you are
Matt.
watching this, subscribe to it, okay?
Yeah, Matt, we love you.
Watch us live. By the way, guys, we did our first live before this podcast, and we really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Thank you for everybody that was commenting and watching.
Stu Fagans,
Yada,
Alex
yada,
Dean,
yada. Alex,
Josh,
Bobby, Samantha,
Bobby,
Ethan,
Samantha,
Heather.
I already called everybody else out. I think we did. If I missed you, then I'm sorry.
Terribly sorry. We have so many people.
We had a lot of people join that, and it was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
We'll go ahead and actually pull a question from that's not on here.
Yeah. Who asked this question?
This question was asked. I think we asked this question to the fans. How did we feel about the Eagles this year, and could they? How do we feel about their future coming up?
I think that was Stu.
Was that Stu?
I think that was Stu.
It was probably Stu.
Stu.
So how do we feel, considering what happened this year, how do we feel about this year for the Eagles and what is to come for the Eagles?
Big possession receiver, because I think that's what they tried to do with Green Beckham.
Yep.
Didn't work out. They
Yep.
need a big possession receiver. They need solid, consistent play at tight end. They need an every down back. And then just a little bit of tweaking on their offensive line, and then they're good. They're good to go on offense.
Their defense isn't that bad. They just need to do, like I said, they need to make sure that they draft smart.
They need to build their defense through the draft. They need to boost their offense up through, trades and everything. If they could get their hands on Alshon Jeffrey, They're
Yeah, that'd be smart.
they're good. They're good to go.
I think if they pick up Alshon Jeffrey and pick up one big name corner or safety or defensive back that's coming out, actually, they should pick up Sheldon Richardson from the Jets. So if you pick up Alshon Jeffrey and Sheldon Richardson, that helps your offense and your defense so much. Because then you draft Leonard Fournette, and then you start solidifying that defense and offense through the draft, you'll be set.
What a lot of people don't get also is if you have a good defensive line, that's just going to make your secondary so much better because the quarterback's always rushing, trying to find extra time.
Yep.
So you don't even really have to get big name corners. You just have to build that defensive line up.
You just have to make sure your corners aren't weak.
Yeah,
because
make sure they're
in New York right now,
good.
we have a great defensive line. We just have terrible corners. So
can't have Jets corners.
No, we can't have Jets corners. So we want to give a shout out to Stu for asking that question.
Good question.
And then everyone was really interactive in that.
Very lit.
So we greatly appreciate that. And if you want to hear more about that, you can always go to the live video that we posted.
Watch it.
And watch that.
It's a whole hour.
It's a whole hour.
Almost an hour.
Almost an hour. So Deflategate Part 2. Giants are coming out saying that the balls were deflated. That the Steelers were using deflated balls to avoid the Giants from winning that game.
Did they now?
Yeah, how do you feel about that? How do you feel about that?
I really don't care about the deflated footballs, to be honest with you. I really don't.
You know what?
I really don't. It's so what?
I always feel like the team that comes out and says, well, they were using deflated footballs. It wouldn't have made a difference because you lost by like 30 anyways. I mean, for the Colts and the
exactly, especially
that
the
one
Colts.
was like 40. They lost by like 40
especially
points.
the Colts.
And then the Giants game, they lost by like 20 or 30. So
and the funny thing is about the Patriot game going way back, they did most of their damage on the ground.
Yeah, there was no.
What's a ball gonna do?
No worried about it.
Jeez Louise, guys.
I just
come on with the Deflategate. Now Spygate, I can get behind that. You know what I mean?
The Jets exposed the Cheatriots.
I can get behind that.
We exposed
I want
the
my
cheaters.
Super Bowl back.
Oh, you're not getting it back.
Why not? Neither are the Eagles. McNabb doesn't have a Super Bowl now. Thanks.
He never had one.
He would have. If it wasn't for Spygate.
This is true.
Correct.
This is true.
Thanks, Patriots. Now McNabb never have a Super Bowl. Or T.O.
Jeez.
Or Freddie Mitchell.
Oh, Freddie Mitchell.
I
Shout
love
out to Freddie Mitchell.
Shout out to Freddie
Who went to
Mitchell.
Kathleen High School.
Kathleen High School.
Yeah, I just feel like the Deflategate's kind of like old news.
Yeah,
Like,
man,
regardless,
just give it up.
regardless of who comes out and says, "Oh, well, they were using deflated balls," well, it wouldn't have mattered because you lost.
Yeah.
You know what the real Deflategate is? Wiregate.
What's that?
You didn't hear about Derek Carr on Thursday night? Threw the ball and it reportedly hit the camera wire.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, it hit the camera wire, and NBC was like, "Oh nope, all of our fields, all of our cameras are behind the offense." And I'm like, "It doesn't matter. Your wire runs that way.
Your wire, buddy.
If he throws the ball that high, it's gonna hit the wire." So
What's he throwing it that high for anyway? Hang time?
hang time.
Jeez.
He's trying to make sure that Amari Cooper has plenty of time to get up there.
Did they get to redo it out?
No, they just left it. They were like, "Oh,
Well, that's
we'll move
not
on."
fair.
Nope.
Now that is legitimate.
That's
legitimate.
That's Wiregate Part 1.
Part 1. And that's
So-
not going to be investigated.
Nope. Way to go, NBC.
But this will be.
So dumb.
Deflategate.
Speaking of Oakland, who's your Super Bowl predictions now?
Why is that? Speaking of Oakland, is that yours?
I don't know, maybe.
I think it is. I, unlike many people, I believe if the Chiefs can have an aggressive offense in the playoffs, aggressive but smart, they will win the Super Bowl this year. NFC, I don't know, man. It's a dogfight in the NFC, man. They got the Cowboys, you got the Giants, you got the Bucks. If I had to really sit down and think about it,
What you do, because that's what
which
we're
I
doing.
do, that is what we're doing. Whoa! I picked the Giants.
I like that.
I picked Giants versus Chiefs. And you know, it would be so refreshing if that happened because the Giants have been in the past 10 years, but you don't really think of the Giants going to the Super Bowl. And the Chiefs haven't been in the Super Bowl for a very long time. And it's not the same, Steelers, Patriots, Super Bowl.
I'm going to go with the Super Bowl. I'm sorry, it came to my mind and I'm cutting you off.
You completely cut me off. But
Cut
I
you
accept
off.
this.
The one, I feel like the Super Bowl that nobody would watch, but I would be so excited for, is like Tennessee versus Tampa. I feel like nobody would watch that.
Yes, I would. And you know why? Jameis versus Mariota.
Oh, I didn't even think about Jameis versus Mariota.
Oh, everybody. That would be
Jameis
so
versus
divided.
Mariota part 2.
This
Oh,
would
man.
be like the dagger though, like
Oh man, it would be
for
like
Jameis, because Jameis would win.
yeah, Jameis would win. Hands
Even though
down.
you're a Titan boy right now.
I'm riding the Titans bandwagon right now because I just think that they're such a good
And they
team.
are.
Right
They
now.
are a good team.
I have
But
glitter all over me,
Yeah,
dude.
me
It
too.
is. I need a shower.
guys, you like our beards? We did this just for you.
Just for you guys.
For you.
Um,
We had a live feed. If you're still watching and you remember what we're talking about, we had a live feed getting this done.
yeah, it was fun.
Mike got his eyebrows done just for it. Thanks, Josh.
And my
Thanks,
hairline, too.
Lucille. Thank you.
Back to it. I think that the Super Bowl is probably going to be Oakland. Either like it's going to be a repeat and it's going to be Oakland. I don't think Tampa can make it, but I'd love to see like an Oakland Tampa rematch. But I think it'd be like Oakland New York Giants. That'd be a fun one.
I can get behind that.
That'd be a fun one.
Guys, I really don't think the Patriots are going to make it.
No,
I really don't.
I don't think the Patriots can make it because of Gronk being gone.
Yeah.
I mean,
Even though Brady just threw for over 400 yards.
yeah, but I'm not. That doesn't mean
But,
anything.
yeah.
He threw for 400 yards against the Ravens. Oh,
The Ravens have the
number 1 defense.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. They've also played the Browns,
Twice.
so I can have the number 1 defense against the Browns.
By yourself.
Stardom, sit 'em.
Start 'em, sit 'em. I'm going to knock mine out real
Knock
quick.
yours out real quick.
Derek Carr,
Okay.
his baby pinky, is going to be healed up. He's going to win. Because he talked to Brady last night. Like, man, I really want to do what you do. Brady was like, all right, man, just do it. So he's going to do it. Todd Gurley is going to come out metaphorically swinging. He is going to have a great game against Seattle with a new interim head coach. Thank you.
Yeah, you're special teams coordinator.
That's all right, though. That's the only bright spot of our team right now.
Your special teams?
Yeah, our special teams is great.
All right, who's your sit-ems?
My sit-ems is, unfortunately, Jameis Winston.
All right.
I just don't think he's going to pull it out against a mad Dallas team. And Denver's defense going against Tommy B. He's going to throw for 500 this time.
Ooh, 500 yards.
500 whole yards.
I'm actually gonna use one of your stardoms as my sit-em. But for my stardoms, I'm going with I'm going with DeMarco Murray. Even though he's going against Kansas City in Kansas City, expect DeMarco Murray to get the ball a lot.
1,000 times.
And Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins is going up against that terrible Carolina defense. Expect Kirk Cousins to throw for 7,000 yards.
Jeez Louise.
Deshaun Jackson will have over 5,000 yards of total
Who
offense.
gets the other 2,000? Pierre Garcon.
Pierre Garcon. It'll be fun. It'll be a good game. Not really.
It'll be fun for the Redskins.
It'll be fun for the Redskins.
Or for the Panthers.
My sit-ems, Derek Carr. Derek
Derek
Carr got
wow.
me. Yeah, Derek Carr got me 4 points last week.
Wow.
They need to. Yeah,
You would never sit him.
he got me 4 points last week.
I was with you.
4 points
I
last
was
week.
with you.
You know who else got me 4 points last week?
Brees.
Drew Brees. So
Your very words. I will never start Drew Brees ever
I
again.
will never start Drew Brees ever again.
Good job, Drew.
So, thank you.
Hope you feel good.
Yeah, because you made me lose my fantasy league.
I hope you
by
feel good.
2 points. I lost my fantasy by 2 points.
If you would have had 10 points, just 10.
6.
Let's just say
8. Oh my gosh.
5.
Nope, I wouldn't have won with 5.
I thought you said you lost by 4.
I lost by 2.
If you would have had just 3 points.
No, he got me 4.
Oh, okay.
You would have got me 3 more points. Yes, I would have
I
won.
see.
And my other sit-em is Ryan Tannehill. My sit-em is
Matt Moore.
my sit-em is the Rams defense. Just because Seattle came out and had a bad game against Drew Brees, or not Drew Brees, just because Seattle came out and had a bad game against Green Bay, doesn't mean that Russell Wilson's going to come out and have a bad game again. Even though they always play the Rams really, really tough.
No, the Rams always play
That's
the
what I
Seattles
meant.
very, really, really.
That's what I meant.
The Seattles.
Expect Seattle to expect Russell Wilson to have a big game.
Yeah.
So,
What time does it say?
I think it's halftime. Yeah. I think it's halftime. It's half past a freckle or a glitter. I can't really tell.
The freckle.
It's a freckle. Yeah, it's half past a freckle, which means
George gets a shout out.
George gets a shout out.
Shout out, George.
Shout out Polk Technology Solutions.
Shout out.
Get a website, get online, get found. Whether it's your phone, my phone, iPhone, your phone. I just said that. MacBook, ProBook, small book, large book, textbook. He's got your back. You can always check him out at Polk Technology Solutions or Polk Tech Solutions, or his information is in the the description box below. He builds websites. You should always check out our website that he built because it's pretty legit. He also made the articles and posts the articles that are given to us.
Yes.
So you should check those out.
Keep writing them.
They're great. You guys keep up the great work. As always, we want to thank George and Polk Technology Solutions one more time. And let's go ahead and hop into our next question.
Next question.
So Jeff Fisher is gone.
Woo!
How excited are you about that?
That woo. Man, our season's still over, unfortunately.
Well, of course, our season's still over too.
Yeah. But I have hope for the first time in a long time.
Hope for what?
8-8.
Oh, I'd
9
love to
and
go
7.
8-8.
Man, listen, I was feeling down. I get on my phone. I get on Facebook. I say,
I tagged you in it, didn't I?
well, I saw it before you tagged me.
Oh,
It
okay.
was like, because I tagged you in it.
Oh, okay.
It was like,
That's what it was.
Jeff Fisher relieved of coaching duties. And, instead of fired, it was like, I wonder what this means. And then it clicked. I was like, he's fired. He's done. No more mustache.
No more mustache.
After he got a 2-year extension, but I guess they gave
How
him...
you get fired on your day off?
I know, right?
How you get fired on your day off?
He's trying to make the new Friday movie.
How you get fired on your day off?
Apparently, the 2-year extension happened in the preseason. Nobody knew about it, and then word got out last week that he got a 2-year extension. And then Eric Dickerson said, no, you need to fire him.
Welcome back,
Fire.
Eric Dickerson.
Welcome back.
We're glad to have you back.
love you. We love you.
We're
now.
glad to have you back at the games.
So yes, Jeff Fisher, you can go wherever you're from.
So who else is on the hot seat then?
Your boy Rex Ryan.
That's not my boy, but
Used to be your boy.
yeah.
Rex
Used to.
Ryan,
Until he betrayed me.
his twin brother,
Yep, his twin brother.
Rob Ryan, gone because, if Rex gets fired, Rob gets fired, vice versa.
Yep.
I believe that also Bill Belichick is on the hot seat.
And scene. All right. So why don't you go ahead and take that one more time?
I believe Bill Belichick is on the hot seat.
You're not
No.
doing it good enough for the audience. The audience doesn't believe.
I believe Bill. I'm sorry, one more time. I believe William Belichick
Government.
is on the hot seat.
And for the Pro Sports Room Award for biggest liar
And he's going back to Cleveland
and
to take what's his.
and greatest acting goes to co-host Caleb. Congratulations, co-host Caleb,
Still in seat.
for your greatest lie and your great acting. How did you do it? How did you get through this scene?
Because I'm still in seat.
There it is. There it is.
I don't know. Who's on the hot seat for you? Todd Bowles?
No, Todd Bowles isn't on the hot seat. There's no way.
I hope not. I like him.
No, I think if Atlanta doesn't make the playoffs this year, I think Atlanta's on the hot seat. I can't remember his name. The guy, the Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn's on the hot seat.
I'll tell you who's on the hottest seat.
If Miami doesn't make the playoffs, their head coach is on the hot seat.
Hottest seat in the house. Who is it?
Cleveland.
No, not even.
Who?
Gus.
No, Gus Bradley doesn't.
Gus
I told
is
you.
on the
We
seat.
we talked about this in the live room.
Gus is in the hot seat.
Gus isn't the issue. He needs just the man or the GM needs to make sure that he continues to build around that team. He built a lot on that defense and that running, but he needs to make sure that he solidifies that offensive line just a little bit more. Give him a little bit more time and he'll be fine. Just give him a little bit more time and he'll be fine.
But yeah.
I mean, no offense, you balled out on Chris Ivory, and Chris Ivory's the biggest injury-prone running back in the NFL.
Of all time. But yes, Cleveland is
On the hot seat.
Yes, very much.
Cincinnati.
Yeah, why has Marvin Lewis still got a job?
Yeah, Cincinnati. Marvin Lewis might be on the hot seat because
he's a good coach, but
he's a great coach, but he's a great regular season coach, and that doesn't really get you anywhere.
It doesn't.
So we'll go ahead and move on and head into our pick six. So
Yeah.
pick six, we go ahead and pick 6 games from the upcoming week, and we talk about them, and we let you know who's going to win or lose. So first game, LA versus Seattle. Who you got?
I think we're going to come out swinging. I think we're going to come out score first. I think we are going to come out and lose against Seattle.
I think Seattle's.
I think we're going to. I think it'll be closer than people think, but I also think that I'm going to be heartbroken because we always beat Seattle, but not this time.
Seattle's going to be coming out swinging.
Yeah,
so
because they mad.
I think Seattle's going to win.
They mad.
Now, uniforms, LA is going to win.
Oh yeah, them
Horn helmets are going to be lit.
we're going to have white and blue.
Lit.
Oh.
Saturday's game, Miami versus the Jets. Who you got?
Miami. Miami wins by 17.
No, I got the Jets. Because it's in New York. Bryce Petty had a real good game last week. Actually, he drove down the field and led them to a game-winning touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
The defense showed up on the last drive and stopped them.
Shout out Ballin Powell.
Shout out Bilal Powell.
29-yard touchdown.
29-yard game-winning touchdown. Over 100 yards of rushing.
Lee Gibson, shout out.
Shout out. And we always play Miami tough. Miami got us on a fluke play on the last game. I think, especially if Ryan Tannehill doesn't play, even if Ryan Tannehill plays, I'm not worried about it. The only way that we'll lose this game is if Miami's offensive line is fully healthy and starts. Because Mike Pouncey's been Tunsil's been
Another Lakeland guy.
Yeah. So I'm taking Jets all day. Just because I love Bryce Petty and I want to see Bryce Petty win the rest of these games to shut up all the haters. Tennessee versus Kansas City. Low-key game of the week.
Kansas City.
Kansas City's on a hot streak. But Tennessee's got the division on the line right now.
Yeah.
So does Kansas City, but I'm going with Tennessee. I'm thinking Tennessee's going to pull this one out. It's going to be a close one, but I think Tennessee's going to pull this game out, and they're going to end up winning this game for the division.
Yeah. Kansas City's going to come out, smack one of them turds in the mouth.
That's not nice. New England versus Denver in Denver. Yeah, you're going to go with New England, and that's fine.
I'm going to go with Tom Brady.
And I'm going to go against Tom Brady, and the only reason why that is because Tom Brady plays terrible in Denver. He's always played terrible in Denver, and he's played terrible.
He's going to break that 500 yards passing.
No, he's going to play terrible in Denver. Even if they win, it'll be like 15-12. It's not going to be a good game, and Tom Brady's going to play really bad. They're going to be all over Tom Brady, and he's not going to have a good game. Expect Von Miller to have like 17 strip sacks.
Tom Brady.
Which will give him MVP.
Tom Brady's going to win that game.
Now, America's game of the week. Tampa versus Dallas.
Which is very deserving. Congratulations.
Yeah,
Tampa.
It's a big game.
Wow. I am picking Tampa. Even though Dallas they're hangry right now.
Yeah, I want to go Tampa. But knowing that Dallas is upset, I'm going Tampa.
I mean,
I'm going. And
Tampa's
Dallas.
defensive line's healthy. They're all playing together.
Yeah, I'm going.
That's
Tampa.
going to be a good matchup. Underrated matchup. They're off Dallas's offensive line against Tampa's defensive line. It's going to be a good matchup. They're not the best defensive line, but they're good enough.
We talked about this before. This is the biggest playoff contention game on right now because if Tampa wins, they pretty much seal up that division.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, granted they still have Atlanta and everyone playing, but you beat the best team in the league. You're granted to at least get in the playoffs.
And they beat Seattle, Kansas City back to back.
Yep. So I can see Dallas losing this game, and it doesn't really matter because Dallas is already in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
They have nothing to lose.
That's why I think Tampa's going to come out and win.
Now, side question: if Dallas loses this game, is it
No.
time to start Tony Romo?
Maybe.
Oh
No, it's not. It's not.
Let Dak ride it out.
Let Dak
Get
ride it
over
out.
it.
He's won you 11 straight games. You lose one, you have a fit, then you're going to lose another one to Tampa, a good team. The kid's going to lose games. Jeez,
Yeah.
Tony Romo's lost millions.
Boom, roasted. Carolina versus Washington.
Oh, Washington.
Yeah,
Easy. Easy.
Washington hands down.
Easy. With how bad Cam Newton's been playing this season, with how good Kirk Cousins has been playing this season.
Kirk Cousins is a monster.
He is I like that.
Ooh. Yeah, that's our pick 6. Let us know what you guys think below. Tell us who you guys pick and where we differ at. We're gonna talk about some soccer stuff.
Soccer
okay?
stuff.
Seattle.
Congratulations, Seattle. Even though I didn't want you to win.
Yeah, even though we didn't pick you to win, you won.
That was the first wrong game we picked.
And penalties.
Jeez.
Yeah, they went 120 minutes, and then went to penalties, and then barely won in penalties. And I was like, oh my goodness.
So, it was an amazing game.
It was a
nasty game?
one-sided game. Toronto was taking shots left and right, and Seattle didn't take a shot. Like, they didn't have a shot on goal the entire game. And then Seattle emerged victoriously in the end.
Patient. Patience is a virtue.
Patience is a virtue, and they ended up winning that game. So shout out to Seattle.
Yes.
Don't worry, Toronto. You guys have a great team.
Yes, girl.
You guys have a great team. So just keep building around that team, and you guys will only get better.
Is there anything going on overseas?
Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo won the 2016 FIFA De Ballon Tour or De Ballon Trophy, which basically means that he was the best. I mean, it's basically the MVP out of all the soccer players
In the world?
in Europe.
Oh.
So he was. I mean, he's the best soccer player in the
It's
world.
legit.
But
Still?
that's when I tagged you in that post today. Someone was upset because they were like, "Oh well, Messi had more goals scored, more assists, more this, more that." won more of this, had more of these, and it's like, yeah, but he also has a better team around him. He has two.
Messi's team isn't Messi like Ronaldo's team. Is Ronaldo's team Messi?
No, Ronaldo's team is Ronaldo. I mean,
Exactly.
don't get me wrong. Ronaldo has, some great talent around him, but you put it up against Barcelona, and you're like, oh, Barcelona has so much more talent than
Spain. That's a team in Spain, if you didn't know.
than Real Madrid does. So
Spain. That's also a team in Spain.
So
Am I right about that?
yeah, you are right.
Wow.
So
All right then.
I'm giving a shout out to Cristiano Ronaldo because I think he's the better soccer player.
And you got great hair, and he's signed under Young Money. Did you know that?
Oh gosh.
Did you know that? Did you know that?
I like Cristiano more because of the way that he plays and just the fact that everything that's going on. The only thing I don't like about Cristiano Ronaldo is that he has a Nike deal and not an Adidas deal. I'm an Adidas guy, so that's the only thing that Messi
I
has
like
above
any shoe
him.
that's comfortable.
Messi's an Adidas guy, and it's like, oh, geez, great, I gotta go home.
They need to make some Sperry cleats.
They need to make some Tim cleats.
New York.
New York.
Yo, son.
Yo, son. So we're gonna go ahead and get into one of the last topics that we have today, and that's the word of the day. What's the word of the day?
I've been waiting to say this word of the day. Fired. You're fired. Bye, Jeff.
Bye, Jeff.
Hey, you know what? It wasn't a good 5 seasons. I'm happy. I don't know if you're happy. Probably not. I'm happy. Fired is the word of the week.
Fired is the word of the week.
Bye.
Man, that was fun.
Well, that was a hoot. So, yeah, guys, we're having a contest giveaway
Yeah, it's gonna be really, really fun.
really soon.
Really soon.
Really soon.
You guys stay tuned. You guys can always ask us questions. Check out the comments below.
Ask us questions we will not know.
Yeah, we don't know what the giveaway is gonna be,
Wives.
but it's gonna be a lot of fun. That's all I can tell you.
And you're going to have to be very interactive.
You're gonna be very patient. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We got some cool ideas that we're thinking about giving out. But it's stay tuned. Keep watching. Keep sharing. Get involved with us. Share with your friends and family. Because if you love us, then your friends and family love you. And I mean, what mom doesn't love a cute, adorable face like these? We're just adorable. So that's all that we have for this week's podcast. We want to give a shout out to our sponsor one more time, Pope Technology Solution. Don't forget, you can check these out in the description box
Pop
below.
sockers.
Pop socket.
Socket.
It's not a pop and soccer. Anyways, go ahead and close this out, man.
Like we said, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so
Yeah.
happy, guys. Jeff Fisher's out. So happy. So, anyways, maybe I'll be this happy next week. Don't know.
Who knows?
So, you'll see next week. So, bye, guys. We'll catch you on the flip flop later.
Boom. I got 4 cars and they all black. Got 4 bras and they all that. We call that ballin'. Doing this is my calling. Flow is so appalling. My phone off and she calling. I'm like, yeah, what it do? Penthouse, man, what a view. Fall back.